Picture this: in a world of nearly 200 countries, where faiths of all kinds shape cultures and lives, only a handful have chosen one religion to stand at the heart of their national identity. Just 5 nations have boldly declared Catholicism as their state religion, weaving faith into the very fabric of their laws and traditions. Why would a modern country make such a choice? What makes these places so unique that they've enshrined the Catholic Church in their constitutions? Today, we're going beyond the headlines to reveal the stories, history, and reasons world's official Catholic states. If you're curious about which countries have taken this rare step and want to understand the deeper reasons why Catholicism is still recognized as a state religion in these lands, you're in the right place. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and join us as we uncover the powerful connection between faith and nationhood in the only 5 countries where Catholicism truly shapes the state. Number 5, Costa Rica, a land of lush rainforests, warm smiles, and a deep-rooted faith that's more than just personal belief. It's written into the country's very core. According to Article 75 of Costa Rica's constitution, the Roman Catholic religion is the official state religion, a statement that sets this nation apart in a region where secularism often takes the lead. This isn't just a symbolic nod to tradition. The government actively supports the Catholic Church, using public funds to maintain historic churches, support religious education, and back Catholic charities that help communities across the country. Walk through any Costa Rican town, and you'll feel the pulse of this faith. Church bells ring out over colorful plazas, calling people to Mass or marking sacred feast days like Corpus Christi or the Immaculate Conception. These aren't just holidays. They're moments when entire communities come together, blending worship with celebration in processions that fill the streets with music and devotion. In Costa Rican schools, Catholicism isn't just an option. It's part of the daily rhythm. Students start their mornings with prayers, and religious lessons are woven into the curriculum, teaching values rooted in Catholic teachings. Public buildings often display crosses or images of the Virgin Mary, a quiet reminder of the faith's presence in civic life. Even major national events, like presidential inaugurations or military parades, include Catholic prayers and blessings, tying the government to the Church in a visible, meaningful way. But here's the balance. Costa Rica's constitution also promises religious freedom. People of all faiths, Protestants, Jews, Muslims, can worship freely, as long as their practices respect the country's moral standards. A rule inspired by Catholic ideas of conscience and community. Today, about 57% of Costa Ricans call themselves Catholic, still a majority, but lower than in the past. Evangelical churches are growing fast, and secular voices are getting louder, especially among younger generations. Yet, the Catholic Church remains a cornerstone of national identity. From the stunning Basilica of Our Lady of the Angels, where pilgrims gather every year, to the quiet reverence of Holy Week processions, Catholicism shapes Costa Rica's soul. The state's commitment to the Church isn't just about laws, about a shared history that lives in the architecture, the festivals, and the hearts of the people. As we leave Costa Rica's vibrant streets, let's travel across the ocean to a Mediterranean island, where faith is as much a part of the landscape as the sea itself. Number 4. Malta. On the sun-drenched archipelago of Malta, limestone churches rise above bustling village squares, and the Mediterranean breeze carries echoes of ancient prayers. The Catholic faith is not merely a tradition, it is a constitutional cornerstone. Article 2 of the Constitution of Malta declares, unequivocally, the religion of Malta is the Roman Catholic Apostolic religion. In this single resonant sentence, the nation proclaims Catholicism not only as a matter of private belief, but as the official faith of the state, binding its destiny to the teachings and heritage of the Church. This article does not stop at symbolism. It grants the Roman Catholic Apostolic Church both the duty and the right to teach which principles are right and which are wrong, enshrining ecclesiastical authority within the very structure of national life. The Constitution further mandates that religious teaching of the Roman Catholic Apostolic faith shall be provided in all state schools as part of compulsory education, weaving catechism and Catholic doctrine into the fabric of Maltese childhood. From the very first years of schooling, Such constitutional commitments are visible everywhere in Malta's daily rhythms. The annual cycle is marked by exuberant parish festas, colorful festivals dedicated to saints where church bells ring. Processions wind through narrow streets. Fireworks illuminate the island's night sky in an outpouring of communal devotion. Catholic iconography graces public buildings, street corners, and even fishing boats with statues of the Madonna and local saints, standing as steadfast guardians over city and countryside alike. In matters of public policy and national debate, the voice of the Church, empowered by the very text of Article 2, continues to shape the national conscience. Offering guidance on moral and ethical questions that reach far beyond the pulpit, the Constitution's language does not merely reflect history. It actively perpetuates the central role of Catholicism in the Maltese imagination, even as the nation moves through the tides of social and legal change. While Malta has enacted reforms such as divorce legislation and same-sex marriage in recent decades, the constitutional primacy of Catholicism endures as a defining threat in the nation's identity. Today, approximately 85% of Malta's population identifies as Catholic, a testament to the enduring strength of this faith in both census figures and daily life. The intertwining of faith and law made explicit and enduring, Constitution of Malta stands as a unique statement in the contemporary world, a living fusion of tradition, authority, and communal belonging that continues to shape the heart and soul of the Maltese Islands. Number 3. Liechtenstein. Nestled in the heart of the Alps, Liechtenstein is a tiny principality with a big commitment to its Catholic faith. Article 37 of the Constitution names the Roman Catholic Church as the national church, promising it the full protection of the state, but this isn't a one-sided deal. Liechtenstein also guarantees the same protection to other religious communities, creating a balance that's rare and remarkable. This small nation, with its snow-capped mountains and charming villages, has made Catholicism a cornerstone of its identity, visible in everything from its laws to its daily traditions. The state doesn't just honor the church with words, supports parishes, maintains historic chapels, and ensures Catholic values are part of public life. In Liechtenstein, faith and governance are deeply connected. Picture the reigning prince standing beside bishops at national ceremonies, or government officials joining priests for public masses. These moments show a partnership that's centuries old, tying the monarchy and the church together in a shared mission. Festivals like Corpus Christi bring villages to life with processions, where people carry banners and flowers through the streets, while church bells mark moments of joy or remembrance. Catholic education is a key part of schools, teaching students about the faith that shaped their country's history, while also introducing them to other beliefs to foster understanding. About 70% of Liechtenstein's people are Catholic, a strong majority that keeps the nation's religious character alive, yet the country's commitment to fairness shines through in its treatment of other faiths. Protestant churches, small Muslim communities, and others enjoy legal rights and freedom to worship, creating a peaceful coexistence. This balance is part of Liechtenstein's charm, a place where ancient traditions meet modern fairness. Holidays blend Catholic rituals with civic pride, and even the architecture, from grand cathedrals to tiny roadside shrines, tells the story of a faith that's both personal and public. As we leave Liechtenstein's serene valleys, get ready for a glamorous destination where faith and royalty create a dazzling partnership. Number 2. Monaco, a tiny Mediterranean principality where luxury meets tradition, and Catholicism is the heartbeat of the state. Article 9 of Monaco's constitution declares the Catholic, Apostolic, and Roman religion as the state religion, a choice that shapes everything from royal ceremonies to everyday life. For centuries, the Grimaldi dynasty has stood in close association with the Catholic Church, forging a bond as strong as the cliffs overlooking the sea. This isn't just about laws. Major moment, from royal weddings to state funerals, all held under the sacred arches of the Cathedral of Our Lady Immaculate. Monaco's Catholic faith is alive in its streets. National holidays bring processions. candles and songs filling the air as people honor saints or celebrate religious feasts. Schools teach Catholic values, weaving faith into education alongside lessons on charity and community. The Church's influence extends into social services as well. The Catholic charities supported by the state to care for those in need. About 80% of Monaco's 39,000 residents are Catholic, a number that keeps the faith strong in a place known for glitz and glamour. Yet Monaco isn't just about tradition, it's a global hub, welcoming people from all over the world. The Constitution ensures religious freedom so other faiths can thrive alongside the Catholic majority. What makes Monaco special is how it blends its Catholic roots with a modern international spirit. The Grand Prix roars through the streets, but the Church's presence is never far away, with blessings and prayers part of even the biggest events. The royal family's faith is a public example, showing how Catholicism shapes not just laws, but the heart of the nation. From quiet masses in small chapels to grand ceremonies in the cathedral, Monaco's faith is a thread that ties its past to its vibrant present. As we leave this dazzling principality, brace yourself for our final stop, a place where Catholicism isn't just a religion, but the entire purpose of the state. Number 1, Vatican City. Rising above the heart of Rome, yet standing entirely apart from it, Vatican City is not merely the smallest country in the world, it is the only true theocracy on earth. A sovereign state wholly dedicated to the spiritual leadership and global mission of the Catholic Church. The very first words of the fundamental law of Vatican City State, most recently revised in 2023, announce its absolute singularity. The Catholic Church, with the Supreme Pontiff as its visible head as sovereign. In the Vatican City State, unlike any other nation, Vatican City does not just acknowledge religion in its constitution. It is by its very definition the living embodiment of Catholicism as both faith and law. Every element of its governance, culture, and daily life revolves around the person of the Pope, who holds supreme authority over both the spiritual, temporal dimensions of the state. With a population that rarely exceeds 800, Vatican City is home almost exclusively to those whose lives are devoted to the service of the Holy See. Cardinals, bishops, priests, religious sisters, and brothers, and a small number of lay people whose work supports the Church's worldwide operations. All residents are Catholic by necessity, a unique condition not found anywhere else. Here, there is no separation between church and state, nor is there a plurality of beliefs vying for influence. Instead, the entirety of the city-state is oriented around the rituals, obligations, and mission of the Catholic faith, making it a spiritual center of gravity for more than 1.3 billion Catholics across every continent. The government of Vatican City is an extension of the ecclesiastical hierarchy. The Pope, as the Bishop of Rome and Supreme Pontiff of the Universal Church, is both the sovereign of the state and the spiritual father of Catholicism worldwide. He appoints the members of the Pontifical Commission, which serves as the legislative authority in every significant civic office, is held by clergy chosen for their fidelity and service. Even the judicial system operates according to canon law, the Church's legal code, making Vatican City a rare example of a nation governed entirely by religious principles and statutes. The influence of the Church saturates every detail of public and private life. The daily routine is punctuated by liturgical celebrations, the solemn tolling of bells for Mass, the rhythm of prayers echoing through the Vatican gardens, and the grand ceremonies that fill streets. Peter's Basilica, with faithful from every corner of the globe. The sacred and the administrative intermingle in the same corridors. Pontifical offices and congregations oversee everything from doctrine to global charity, while the Swiss Guard, with their unmistakable Renaissance uniforms, serve as protectors, not just of the Pope, but of the dignity and tradition of the Catholic state. Vatican City's sovereignty is fiercely protected, enshrined in international law, and recognized by more than 180 states. Its currency, postage stamps, media outlets, and diplomatic missions all bear witness to its unique identity. Not a nation in the conventional sense, but a spiritual headquarters with temporal independence. Within its compact walls, the archives and libraries preserve centuries of church history and doctrine. The Vatican museums display some of the world's most treasured art and artifacts, testament to the enduring relationship between faith, creativity, and civilization itself. Yet at the center of this theocratic universe stands the Supreme Pontiff, whose every decision shapes both the destiny of Vatican City and the direction of the Catholic Church worldwide. No other country fuses spiritual and temporal authority so completely or organizes every dimension of governance, law, and public life around the singular mission of advancing the faith. In Vatican City, the borders between sacred and secular simply do not exist. The state itself is a living instrument of the Church's divine purpose, unique not only in structure, but in the very reason for its existence. This remarkable synthesis of faith and sovereignty continues to define Vatican City as a place where history, tradition, and the spiritual aspirations of millions converge in daily visible reality. What a journey we've taken. Streets of Costa Rica to the Sacred Heart of Vatican City. These 5 countries, Costa Rica, Malta, Liechtenstein, Monaco, and Vatican City, show us how faith can shape a nation in ways that are beautiful, complex, and unique. Each one weaves Catholicism into its laws, traditions, and daily life. Yet they all do it differently, balancing history with the modern world. Which of these stories surprised you the most? Maybe it was Costa Rica's vibrant festivals, Malta's colorful festas, or Vatican City's one-of-a-kind theocracy. And here's something to think about. If your country chose a state religion, how would it change your daily life? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. If you enjoyed this deep dive into faith and nationhood, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure into the world's hidden stories. Keep watching, keep exploring, and I'll see you in the next one.